Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for all the viewers at home for joining us. Thank you. Stay safe. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ummah Summit Facebook page. We are live day one of the Muslim Ummah, of the Ummah Summit. Sorry. Tonight, we will be having a very renowned Ustadh. His name is Ustadh Muhammad Yaakob Yusra bin Haji Muhammad Yusuf. How are you, Ustadh?
Alhamdulillah, fine.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, cakap bahasa Inggeris.
Okay, tonight we will be talking about the power of giving to alleviate poverty miraculously. In simple terms, we will talk about the power of sadaqah, the power of charity, the power of giving. And we will try to make it simple for all the viewers out there. Tonight, the session is not serious. It's not academic. It will be chillax. And we will do our best to convey the message of charity with easy words so that you all can understand. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am Ameen Misran, your host for tonight. Before we begin our session, discussing about the topic, I would like to introduce a little bit of our speaker. His name is Ustadh Muhammad Yaakob Yusra bin Haji Muhammad Yusuf. He studied in madrasah for 12 years at Sekolah Agama Idris, Sungai Petani, Malaysia. He holds a bachelor's degree in human resource from the National Defence University of Malaysia, UPNM. He has learned Arabic and Quranic studies in Egypt. He is well versed in Arabic and Quranic studies. Right now, he is doing his postgraduate studies in the International Islamic University of Sultan Abdul Halim Muazzam Shah, UniShams. He is an independent preacher. He is the managing director of Murtadha Da'wah Center. He is also the Sharia advisor of Jamu Tunteja and also the director of Kokombi Studios. Okay. I would like to introduce a little bit of the topic for tonight. Well, the topic of sadaqah is a broad topic, and we cannot cover it. We cannot cover everything within one live session, but we will try to make our best and grab the gems that Ustadh will share tonight. Okay. To begin, Ustadh, I have a question for you, Ustadh. You okay?
Okay.
Can we begin?
Yeah, sure.
The question will sound a bit difficult, but it's not difficult. I believe you can answer the question. Ustadh, could you enlighten us what is currently happening in the world, the poverty rate amidst the COVID-19 pandemic?
Okay, baik. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min syururi wa min sayyiati a'malina, may yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna sayyidana Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma iftah 'alaina hikmataka wa anshur 'alaina min khazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbana zidna 'ilman nafi'a warzuqna fahma. Allahumma yassir wa la tu'assir. Rabbi tamim bi khair. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. My dear brothers, Muhammad Ameen, and all the crew which is in this room, I can call by name by one, but they are still the best, I think. And all the audience which is live from home,
all around the world.
Around the world, yeah, alhamdulillah. So my first of all, my deep sorry if you are not understanding full of my speech, It's my first time.
Speaking
So
in
a bit,
English.
just like nikah, very gemuruh one, very nervous one. So we just santai-santai. So
Chillax.
don't go for deep heart lah. Kalau tak faham tu. Baik, Muslimat rahmati Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. When we say the what happened to this happened because of pandemic COVID-19, plus first we take one reported by World
World
Bank.
Bank.
David Malpass just announced on October 8 October there are around 115 million people will become extreme poverty. They are not going to knock the door. So they are, before this they are normal. Maybe in Malaysia we call it B40, but right now they are knocking the door to welcoming to become extreme poverty. So this is something that we should discuss, and how to solution. What solution that we can find for them. If not, they're going to be become a worse situation. If we see the index before pandemic COVID-19, they around 7.5% from the population in the world, between 7 to 8 billion. If you can try to search on Google, world population 2020, they are between in 7 to 8 billion. But after pandemic COVID-19, the index come to a very worse situation. From 7 to 4 come to 9 to 5%. That's mean around 10% poverty, extreme poverty, is come to a new world today. So this is the worst situation for me. So that's why there's a good thing for Ummah Summit doing for this event on 11 to 14. We are talking about Ummah. So what we can give, it's not just what we can get. Before this, we are talking about how to get something from others. But nowadays, we need to go more and moving forward what we can give to Ummah.
What we can give for the people.
Yeah, people who are needs right now. And I'm very sure if we are not doing something like this, so Ummah will come to a very worse scenario after pandemic COVID-19, and we don't know how long it's going to be sustained in our before vaccine is come around lah, inshallah.
Okay, Ustadh, a very interesting fact that you gave just now. A little bit of I want to add a bit of the fact. The extreme poverty is defined as people earning income less than 1.9 USD, or in Malaysian ringgit is 7.89 a day.
Oh,
so imagine if it is a month.
Oh, so in Islam, what we call different between miskin and fakir. The miskin is mean if one day we need a 10 ringgit, so miskin between 5 to 10. But fakir is miskin then a miskin. less than 5, so that is fakir. So what we call is extreme poverty. They are at the fakir situation. Less than 5, then less than half needed for a human being as a normal person. So that's a very worst situation for me.
That is a very worst scenario. Okay. After you have shared the fact, Ustaz, I kind of feel like my chest is. I feel like I cannot breathe. So it's like I'm thinking about the people out there. It makes me wanna cry. But Ustaz, despite the hardship that we are facing right now, how can we maneuver? How can we survive in these trying times? Ustaz, how can we survive?
Right, Bismillah. If we say how to survive, of course, Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala will give the best for us, the best planner for us. What we are planning, of course, all the best planning. And Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala speaks in Quran, and in chapter 2 in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 261. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Masalul ladzina yunfiquna amwalahum ila akhir ayat. Allah Subhanahu tell us that the ecosystem that Allah create in this world is how the example of those who spend their wealth. They are giving what we have. We are sharing what we have from our resources, from our what we have. Maybe someone have the more profit, more income, more money, so you start sharing and giving.
Mashallah.
The ecosystem in Islam is very, very, what we call is shumul, is perfect. Very perfection. It's zakat, you take 2.5%. You are sharing with another, and in that time also it purify your wealth, your health, and your family and your life. That's the ecosystem. So if Islam total from world population around 23%, from world population 7.8 billion, so that's mean around 1.6 billion is Islam. So let's say half from that they are giving as a compulsory zakat.
Okay.
So we can get more than I think more than 10 billion. So for 10 billion we can have this extreme poverty automatically. So Islam is very, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala giving a best example, giving a best way. But unfortunately for us as a Muslim, we always deny on what Allah planned for us. So first, for us, the solution for this extreme poverty about sadaqah is about zakat first. Okay. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gives in hadis riwayat Imam Muslim 2588, ma nakhasat sadaqatun min malin. In zakat, when we are giving, is not reduce our wealth, but is going add more. It's not about what you give you get back. It's what you give you get more. This is zakat.
I see.
So we have to clear our mind.
But Ustadh, we give our wealth, we give part of our wealth. How can it multiplies? It's illogical.
Because this is what Allah planned for us. If you see how Facebook generate income.
Okay. How?
First Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg come Facebook with a free social networking. Yeah. People ask, how Mark Zuckerberg can make money? You give a free. We sign up for free. We can post for free. And if you message to someone, it's charged 1 cent, 2 cent. But Facebook is free. But now he become one of the youngest billionaire in the world. For the concept is the same. You start giving first.
I see.
So it's how the magic Allah gave for the power of giving, the power of sadaqah, the power of zakat is every time you give something, Allah will add and multiple for what you are giving.
MashaAllah.
So this is something that you cannot just go for a theory, you must go on practical. As long as you guys think and you are doing nothing, so you will get nothing.
So it's better to do something.
Yeah, just do. Just close your eyes, tawakkal to Allah, start giving. It's not giving tomorrow, but giving today.
MashaAllah.
And I guess from early morning, we have a lot of speaker which is talk about the Ummah, about giving, about something that's good come back for us. So just start doing. It's not waiting.
So, Ustaz, what can we do to start from us?
Okay, babe. Thank you to my lovely brother, Ameen. It's very superb. What we should do, we start with giving what we have at our hand first. Don't wait for perfection. Sometimes people say, I'm waiting for I'm rich, then I'm going to give. I'm going to get some 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, and then I'm start to give. No, you have to start now. You start giving until you reach. Not you wait, you reach until you want to give.
See.
Start give. What you can give. You said the fact that it's very pahit untuk ditelan. What we said?
It's very pahit to telan. It's very
sweet sour is anything. You understand?
Meaning that to give is bitter.
Yeah, bitter.
Yeah. Okay.
If you say Bill Gates, one of the most richest player in the planet lah, he donate more than 20 billion USD to Melinda Gates Foundation. So the same concept is start giving first. And Melinda Gates Foundation is one of the richest NGO in the world. Now their value of NGO more than 50 billion USD. More than 50 billion USD. That's something is out beyond of our thinking.
Out of our mind.
Luar kepala otak nak fikir ni. Orang dah panggil kan. Dia kena keluar agak, dia tak puas. So this is what you have. So can you imagine if Bill Gates is a Muslim?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Mark Zuckerberg is Muslim? Can you imagine Jack Ma is Muslim? So of course we cannot force them come to the Muslim, but we can create one Muslim to become like that. They have 1 billion, 2 billion to give to Ummah. Can you imagine if their profit 1 billion, their zakat will be at least 25 million. 25 million, you can feed more than 10 million person who are needed. So this is the concept. What we see, the example, walaupun lupa lah aku, even though they are not a Muslim, still they are giving. So for me, it is going to be shameful for me, for by myself, if I'm not going to start giving right now. For what I have, not I'm wait to bulan bintang to get
bells and stars and the moon.
Star and the moon, and we just talk, and we start giving nothing. So that is very simple. We have a YouTube right now in our hand. I like to ask all doing some very good thing. As a small thing you start giving. It's not just about the money. You can share a beneficial knowledge. You can give with your stamina, with your physical. And you see some people need. Sometimes doesn't need your money, but they need your advice. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam sebut.
Meaning that sedekah here is not just wealth.
Yeah, of course, because Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam sebut 3 things they are not going to cut off.
Three things that will be everlasting.
Be everlasting is sadaqatan jariyah, ilmu yanfa'u bihi, ilmu yang bermanfaat. They are beneficial knowledge. Yes, beneficial knowledge. So if you see how good is beneficial knowledge with this digital area, this millennial area world, they are using media, using a YouTube, Facebook. So if you see on YouTube, you can try search. The keyword is how to open the door. It's very simple. How to open the door? You try type right now. You don't
go on YouTube.
Don't main. Don't play.
Let's go. How to open the door.
How to open the door. It's very simple thing. This how beneficial knowledge you can give on sadaqah. You see, 30 million person see how to open the door. So they are learning how to open the door. In UIA, in IIUM, we don't have the course or faculty that ask you how to learn to open the door. But 13 million. So anybody who are creating this video, they are multi-millionaire on akhirat.
You see, it says it's hilarious that you mentioned opening the door. I literally did that. How to change a doorknob. Last week because something wrong with my doorknob.
So I see. So everyone here who are listening, who are see this video, this live, so you have your own capacity and specialty. Sometimes maybe you are a suri rumah, a housewife. You as a housewife, so you know how to cook. So why you not sharing how to cook a nasi lemak? You can write how many people search how to cook nasi lemak. You see, it's very magic this zaman. So for 500,000 people, 500,000 people see how to make a nasi lemak. So what your reason right now? You start to give right now. And if you start, I don't know what to do and what to give because I have nothing to teach people. So you can search cara tak buat apa-apa.
How to not
do anything. Cara tak buat apa-apa. You see, half a million people learn how to do nothing. And if you see this video, memang he's doing nothing. What to give? So I guess right now we have no reason to give, so start giving. Sadaqah is not just from your money, it's not just from your wealth, it's from your wisdom.
MashaAllah.
The word is wisdom. And people who know how going to cook, make a chapati. You make a video with your niat to give intention, to give people get some knowledge from your own specialty. You know how to make a Maggi. The best Maggi in the world. If you eat, you will die.
Instant noodle.
Instant noodle. The best instant noodle. Still people will get something. This is what Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala firman dalam Al-Quran. In Quran, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ. Now, what is the smallest thing, the good deed you're doing?
Zarah is an atom.
Zarah, yeah, the atom. Still Allah will giving back. So this is the magic of sadaqah. So don't wait. Start giving what you have, what you capable. Don't wait for perfection. So for me, sadaqah is very subjective. So start with if you have the money, start to give your money. If you have the knowledge, give your beneficial knowledge.
Okay, Ustadh, my next question is, how is a prophet in his life? Is he poor? Is he rich? Because people tend to discuss among the mainstream idea is that the prophet is not rich, but is that true, Ustaz?
Okay, thank to my brothers Ameen, Misran. That was a very good question for us. If we say the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there's a thing that we have to make a good correction. People always say that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a miskin, is a poor. So the real fact, if we see Dr. Mustafa As-Sibai, right, in his book Sirah Nabawiyah, Dr. Mustafa As-Sibai, this is ulama from Syria.
Okay.
So he say in his book, from the age at 8 years old,
8 years old.
It's a very secondary, primary 2. In Malaysia, primary 2. 8 years old, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam already work with his uncle, Abdul Muttalib, as what we call as bela kambing, mengembala kambing. A shepherd. Something like that lah. Bela kambing lah, bahasa mudah faham. Tak faham tu tekan Google Translate. So from the age 8 years old, already work from to somebody. By 20 UPSR
12 years old.
12 years old. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, work with his uncle to business, to trading. Go from to Basra, Kufa, Shams, until by 18. 18. 18. So Sayyidatina Siti Khadijah radhiyallahu anha been called by to make Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a partner,
a business partner.
So Dr. Mustafa As-Sibai, right, that Rasulullah is giving as a partner by Khadijah radhiyallahu anha 1,000 camel. So 1,000 camel with the loaded with tools of trading. So let's say this is go for logic. If you say Rasulullah is miskin, Rasulullah is poor, so think twicely. Because I write this as one of my degree for my Bible. So Rasulullah at the 18 giving 1,000 camel fully loaded, trading to tools to sell to Kufa, Basra, Shams. If we go for valuation, 1,000 camel, one camel, let's say a price of 5,000.
5,000.
So you can calculate right now. 5,000 multiple by 1,000. So you have a 5 million value for camel only.
For camel only.
Camel only. Okay. So with the loaded equipment, the tools for trading, let's say 15,000. Of course, the loaded is more value than camel, right? So let's say 15,000. So we have 20,000 per camel. So multiple by 1,000, so you will have more than 20 million. So a very young person, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is already managed more than 20 million business. And if Dr. Mustafa Sibai said, at the first trading Rasulullah bring to Sham and Kufah, Basra, khalas.
Khalas,
Yes,
sold out.
Sold out. Not even camel comebacks. So the concept is like we go for food truck, and we ask our son, okay, you go, you just done your SPM, so go. Don't just goyang kaki at rumah main PUBG kan. Go.
Don't play PUBG
Yeah.
at home.
Just go and sell something, get some
Get some
from a
money.
business. So we buy food truck to our son, maybe 100,000.
Okay.
Loan 100,000, and we make a simple stall burger for him to at least sell something. Just not sell himself. Enough. So so our son go to the setapak or any pasar malam, and the late night our son come back with nothing, just come with Grab. We ask, hey, where your food truck? Where your item, your equipment of your business? And our son said, father, just now our stall burger people borong habis semua. What we thought?
They bought everything.
Nah, they bought everything.
Even the food truck.
Even the food truck people buy. So they are making a lot. So our son make a lot of profit from that. So of course he's a genius one. So Rasulullah doing that 1,400 years ago. So he go with 1,000 camel and come back with a total profit. But later, Ustadh, we see on the seerah Rasulullah SAW always like a pros because Rasulullah choose to be that.
He chose to portray himself as if he is poor. Oh, he is not.
Says what he get, he give more. So in seerah, a Badawi come to him, ask Rasulullah, I want what you have. So Rasulullah bring him. So I mean, can you imagine you just walking in IUM, so someone you doesn't know him,
I
man,
don't.
come, hey Ameen, I want your car. What are you going to say?
Certainly I will say
So
no.
at least you stala his dahi. What is dahi? Dahi mean?
I'm gonna knock his
not his
forehead.
head. At least. But Rasulullah, what's doing is very something is we cannot imagine how superb his akhlaq. It's good behavior Rasulullah have. He's bring this Badawi that he doesn't know to his house and said, what you want, you just can take.
Take everything.
Yes, take everything. So that's why I say Rasulullah chose to be on that condition that we are portrayed him. And like Sayyidatina Siti Khadijah radhiyallahu anha, Khadijah is one of the richest women on the Mecca. Is mewarisi. What is mewarisi?
Inherit
the wealth from Khuwailid.
The family.
Khuwailid is the richest, and then he's a good businesswoman, and he straight dia membesarkan, enlarge the empire.
And the business empire.
So, but still again, before kewafatan Sayyidatina Siti Khadijah radhiyallahu anha, she has nothing.
I see.
So they choose.
She donate
all what she have. So in Islam, it's not a bad thing for you to become rich, but if Sayyidina Ali karamallahu wajhah prays that if giving an optional for him to be poor or rich, he asked for a rich. And I mean, if you say from 10 Sahaba that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam promised as a heaven, and 7 rich, 3 poor.
So majority are rich.
Majority is rich. Abu Bakar as-Siddiq, Sayyidina Umar, Sayyidina Uthman, Abdurrahman al-Auf, Talha al-Ansari, Zubair al-Awwam, Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas. So 7 from the total 10 Sahaba, their promises to a heaven by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam giving to Huzaifah al-Yamani radhiyallahu anhu is 7 is rich. So don't use this as a reason. Oh, Islam don't give us to get a well, get a rich, something like that. No. So in order for us to give something, you have to have something. In Islam, rukun Islam, two need money. Rukun yang third,
The second,
zakat,
zakat.
and 5 for haji. So no reason for me. I pray all the audience that see with us is going to be rich, inshallah, rich and bertakwa. What is bertakwa?
Taqwa is God fearing. Taqwa means fearing God.
Ittaqullah lah, faham-faham ah. Kalau semua nak translate, bom nyegan dengan aku pun fikir so was rich and taqwa is compliant each other, inshallah.
So Ustaz, before we're gonna open the Q&A session after this, but before we go to that, I think I want to add something. Can I add something?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I don't know, I say I don't know.
It's in relation to the Surah Al-Baqarah, verse number 261 that you mentioned earlier. مثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله كمثل حبة. I am a linguist as a background, so I like to see the linguistic perspective of the Quran. So in this verse, Allah says, the example of those who spend their wealth in the cause of Allah is that of a grain that sprouts into 7 ears. So imagine we have an apple.
Yeah.
Okay, an apple. 98% we will eat.
Yeah.
No, not 98%. 97.5% we will eat. But 2.5 is the seed. That is the sadaqah. The zakah allocation 2.5%. So if we take the apple and the seed of the apple, we put it in the ground, soil, what happens after that?
Wait.
It will grow.
Yeah.
So, and then it will grow to become a tree. So I kind of think that this surah, the meaning of the grain, the seed, is very powerful.
Yeah.
As it multiplies our wealth, like Ustadh said.
What we said, what you mentioned right now is the seed. The foundation is seed is going to grow. Right? That's why if you said the ayah from that you mentioned right now, Mathalul ladhi ila akhir ayat, is the word is something that we need to trigger is about the multiple.
Yeah.
Yes, Allah said is and Allah multiple His reward for whom who start giving. So this is very a good concept for us to get known and put in ourselves as our motivational word is, if you are giving to you a one apple, if you want to make yourself happy, just eat all by yourself.
Okay.
One apple and you eat, like we at a hostel, we got a Maggie and we hiding it by itself and we eat and we happy alone. And you say happy forever alone. But if you want to happy a lifetime,
okay,
you start giving that apple to others, or you share that apple to others, and especially who are needed. And because you eat, you just happy for a while, maybe 1 hour, 2 hour, and you can become hunger again. But if you start sharing, you start giving, you lifetime, Allah granted for you to be happy. Is this the word? This is what the ayah said for us to using some that we have allocate, some we have to others need, especially for extreme poverty right now that we are talking about.
Yeah, you mentioned. Thank you, Ustaz. Thank you, Ustaz. Such a enlightening session that actually giving is quite, I would say, simple, as giving is not only giving wealth, but also giving our ideas, giving our inspiration. And if we don't have wealth, then we give our advice to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we talk about advice. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam giving a speech. Hadis riwayat Imam Muslim. Haqqu muslimin ala muslimin sittun. This is what we call a right around amongst a Muslim is 6. Iza laqitahu fasallim alaih. Ini giving a salam. Assalamualaikum. And so on. Wa iza da'aka fajibhu. Wa iza stansahaka fansah lahu. Wa iza stansahaka fansah lahu is you start giving what you have. So sometimes you have maybe your friend need money, so when you help him. Otherwise, you don't have money, you still have your advice. This is what Allah said in Quran. And illa alladhina amanu wa amilus salihati wa tawassaw bil haqq wa tawassaw bis sabr. You are giving a good advice for him to be a patient. Sabar, right? Sabar is patient, right? I just hentam.
Patience, yeah.
Patient, right? So something like that. So you start sharing with what give a good, you could make a cool down to a person. Especially right now, we are going through with interference of COVID-19 that affected to all person
around the world.
Around the world. Even Donald Trump also cannot do anything. He's a billionaire. He can show his what ego. Lantak lah, kau faham lah, duk buat kai pala tu kan.
Ego, yeah. That's right.
That's why COVID-19 infected to all person. So if we can survive and have something to give, so start sharing, start giving. Either your money or your knowledge, or you give something that good impact. With doing nothing also sometimes giving a good impact. So from you are writing a very negative, you are giving impact to another person who read your writing.
So it's better to do nothing.
Better do nothing. It's better from you do something that hurt person.
Okay, Ustadh, we will be accepting the Q&A sessions after in a while. Before I read the, if you have any questions, you can type it down at the live that we are currently in. You can ask in Malay or in English. Don't ask in other languages, as I cannot understand Malay other than Malay and English.
Malay is better.
Malay is better. Okay. Before that, I wanna thank you to all the sponsors. Philandure, the co-organizer. Philandure, MADAD, Murtadha International. This is your organization, Ustadh. And also IAM, supported by LaunchGood, Muhsen, in collaboration with Charity Right, Intac, Sabat, Visit Alay, EGG Tanzania, Khidmatgaar, and Jsit Indonesia. Thank you for sponsoring and making this session, this program from the 11th to 14th a success. Okay, I will read the questions down here. Okay, any questions? I don't see any questions right now.
Oi, tanya soalan oi.
Do you have any questions? You can write it down in the comment section below.
Maybe a bit.
Okay.
For our audience to ask a question, a bit additional for our session. It's very simple what we can give. One day is one the what we say orang muda tadi, what is
young man,
a young man,
a youth
come to a masjid yearly. So when he come yearly, this is portrayed to a video and more than 5 million. That I share for you guys to ice breaking. That's we are start giving for what we have. Don't wait for a perfection. So this young man come to the masjid yearly, and when he go to masjid, he start looking at people. Like we are tengok orang, tengok macam tu kan. So he see the old man come around 70 year olds come with his hand bring Gayung. What is gayung?
A small bucket.
Orang Kedah say
Cebok.
cebok. Orang Kedah panggil. Kan? But in English, we say a small bucket.
Small bucket, yeah.
Small bucket to fill a water, right?
Yes.
To wash, to basuh berak dan sebagainya kan. So this old man, he's bring the small bucket, gayung, aka gayung, in his hand. So this is something that's very rare. People not come to masjid surau with something like that lah. Of course. So this young man see is the weird things to the old man, and the old man go to the kolah. What kolah? The ablution place, right?
Yeah.
This ablution place. They feel some.
It's like
some
a pool,
water.
A pool.
Pool. It's not pool to you to
swim.
It's pool for you to
Take
get the wudu, ablution. So this old man go to that ablution place and take the water and wash his legs, and he put that small bucket, small
bucket,
gayung, payah aku nak cakap, gayung to that ablution place. So he's settled down the salah, praise and so on, and then he's going to back. That's young man start to teka. What is teka?
Guess.
Start to guess. Of course, this old man, if he not memperingati,
you not
remember back, so the old man will leave that small bucket.
Okay.
So this young man wait, and then the old man settled down the salas and so on, and he back to the car, and he's forget that small bucket. So this young man is run immediately to that old man, and he hold his the old man hand and said, the old man, Miss Pakcik, I guess you already forgot your small bucket, your gayung. So wait here, I'm going to help you to take that small bucket to come to you, and you can back to your home. And that old man hold his hand back and said, young man, please don't do that. Dia kata, with my intention, every place I go, either masjid or surau, I will start wakaf. I start giving a small bucket to all masjid.
MashaAllah.
Around any place that I go. So to all my brother and sister, this is very simple. I'm asking you, what the price of the small bucket at your place? What's the price, gayung?
1, 2, 3 ringgit, maybe?
2 or 3 ringgit. They are nonsense to say that a small bucket price like a bawal exclusive 15,000. So they buat a bucket exclusive. You buat wang cedok, you boleh masuk syurga. Tak ada. No, right? So the bucket is still 2 or 3 ringgit, but still giving a very full impact. So every second, every water that contained in that small bucket is giving benefit and pahala to who are giving, especially that's pakcik lah, of course. So that's that very simple thing. I'm not asking you to all this audience. Let's say it's around at my page around 300, and total maybe 500 person who see this Ummah Summit. You are making buy all the small bucket, put at IIUM. So we are going to full of small bucket. What you want to do too much? Yeah, but you can go for a little thing.
Okay, Ustadh, we got a question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The question is from Jumaini Mapinga.
Oh,
I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. The question is, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear brothers, my question is, what is the position of using media when we give? What is it compared to riya? Is it riya?
Okay. Thank for a very good question to our who are questioning. Sorry because I not remember his name, but
Jumain,
still
Jumain.
I guess he's a good person. The question is about we are publish our giving, right?
Yeah.
Giving using a media social and come to riya. Listen, my dear brother and sister, riya is very we call is benda yang di dalam hati.
It's in our heart.
It's our heart. Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said, "Wallahu khabirun bima ta'malun." Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala knows all the things inside or outside ourselves. So in giving, how come we can know a sahabat giving in perang Tabuk, in war Tabuk, Sayyidina Usman giving suluth, one suluth, what is this?
One third. 1/3.
1/3.
One third.
One
third.
one third.
One third.
One third.
One third.
One third tu, and one third tu. If Sayyidina Usman ibn Affan don't publish that thing, so sometimes we are sharing what we are giving for us to tend the other people to do that. So
to inspire.
Yeah, to inspire. Rasulullah said in hadith, Rasulullah said, whoever show a good thing to another and make a tendency that person to make a good thing also, so you will have that pahala. I don't know what to say pahala in English.
Pahala is oh no, that is
it's not pahala, I guess. Reward. So anyone that show a good thing to a person that they are going to do back, so you will get that reward. Tanpa illa, bahasa Inggeris what?
Illa is if except
reduce your reward. This is hadis sahih. Bahasa mudah, terjemah bahasa Melayu aku susah sangat. Siapa yang tunjuk kebaikan kepada orang, yang orang tu ikut balik buat, kan? Tunjuk sedekah dan tunjuk zakat, orang buat, maka tanpa mengurangi sedikit pun kebaikan kepada orang yang buat. Sorry lah Muhammad Saleh tak faham, Google Translate. Payah. Amin. Can you translate?
Come again.
Okay, barang siapa yang menunjukkan satu kebaikan dan cenderungkan seorang lain untuk meniru kebaikan dia dan dia buat, maka Allah akan memberikan pahala kepada yang memberikan, yang tunjuk tadi itu, tanpa mengurangi sedikit pun pahala pada dia.
If somebody shows a kindness and somebody follows that kindness because of you, then the reward that you will get will not be less at all.
Tu. Tak faham, kita tahu. Maka kismis banyak-banyak sikit.
Okay.
So,
thank you, Ustadh. I hope that our questioner Jumaine from I was told that she is from Tanzania. I hope that the question is answered by Ustadh. Okay, the next question is in Malay, but I will translate it. It's from Suzila Ibrahim. Assalamualaikum Ustaz. Macam mana kita nak istiqamah dalam memberi sedekah dalam keadaan ekonomi yang tidak menentu sekarang? Assalamualaikum Ustaz. How can we consistently give charity in the economic stability right now?
Okay, thank for the question. It's very good question for us to at least we can get something tonight. Start quote yourself like this. If you wait for perfection or you wait for you get a stable economy, trust me, you will not ever get that until the end of the world. So start giving what you have right now. We start a small portion, it's become a big portion. Because small portion or big portion is a very subjective. If you are a billionaire, you're giving 1,000, it's still nothing. If you are the poor, you give 1 cent, it still affected yourself. So if I ask me how to istiqamah, so for me, by myself, I try to struggling to fight this too. That's why I create a Murtadha Dakwah Center for myself. We are giving a free for scholarship for education. Not even take a single cent to a student. Our students still got they are berkemampuan. They are capable to pay, but still I say no. This is my responsibility. I want to prove that we can give a free education. And we create a MADAD care. MADAD care spend more than 500,000 within this COVID-19. That's without we make any donation to another part. We are try to sustain our own. So I try to make this not optional but compulsory for me. So every month I have to sustain 47 staff. They are permanent with me for more than 100,000 K. So in business, I have to create more than 100K profit. So for me by myself, I make this is not optional but compulsory. So I guess everybody can do that. You make a compulsory for yourself to start giving, and it will come istiqamah. Mudah-mudahan it's come to ikhlas in what you are giving. It's sincerity, right? Yes. Sincerity for you come for mujahadah. The process come from mujahadah. Mujahadah is something that you don't like. You giving something, of course you don't like. Better you buy a pulut dakap. You know what is pulut dakap?
What is pulut dakap?
What is pulut dakap?
Is it a kuih?
Is a mas.
Gold, you mean?
Gold, ha. The Melayu say pulut dakap.
Gold.
Gelang.
A bracelet.
The name is nama samaran dia adalah pulut dakap.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Or you buy a descent for hair, for woman, or you buy anything for your own need. So it will giving happiness for yourself. But if you start giving to others what they need, if they need a rice, you give a rice. When they need a transportation, you give them. Trust me, it will give you happiness for lifetime. It's not a dunya. After akhirat, you still wa amila lima ba'dal maut. After your death, is still you give a good impact for you. So start sharing with a small portion. It will become a big portion, insyaAllah. Mudah-mudahan. So mujahadah is you start doing something that you don't like, but you force yourself. Second is istiqamah, and the the last is ikhlas, insyaAllah. Mudah-mudahan is sincerity.
Ikhlas is sincere. Okay.
Wallahu alam.
I want to ask the organizers, can we get one more question? Are you okay, Ustadh?
Okay, I'm okay. Question? I don't know what I'm talking about. I hope people understand.
You are doing fine. You see the comments here?
I see.
There's one comment say that Ustaz comel gila sekarang. You look so, and Ustaz, jangan takut to speaking. You make me feel you make me feel want to speak too.
Oh, okay. So after this, my speech only in English.
Okay. One more question. From Rafidah Siddiq, is there any guideline in Islam how much we should give so that do not impact our family expenses?
Okay, baik. Thanks for the question. It's a very good question. It means you try to fulfill what your responsibility first. Our family, our needs, our commitment, our utilities is our needs. It's our responsibility. So try fulfill that first. If not, you are going to cruel to your own self. This means you have 1,000 per month. So try to allocate that money first for your saving, for your utilities, and all this kind of thing. And then you start to allocate some that from that portion. This is normal for me. But for myself, I try to force myself first. So all for my needs is the second optional, but for Ummah is compulsory. That's why I said every month, I have to spend more than 100,000 to my student. It's not say I'm good. No, I guess maybe I'm not good enough. That's why I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah. I like that catfish. It's not that I'm not good, but I'm not good enough.
So we have to force ourselves. Because you see Rasulullah SAW doing, our Prophet, doing a good deed. What he have? He's giving all. I guess we are not giving all. I still have my clothes, my cars, my properties, so on. But still force yourself. And don't be cruel. Jangan berlaku zalim for your responsibility. Your son, your daughter, your husband, your wife. So that is your syurga, your heaven in dunya wal akhirah. Inshallah.
So I have been given the cue that we are only 5 minutes left the time is already is the balance of the time is 5 minutes left. So I think thank you all for the questions, and we are very sorry that we cannot address all the questions. At first, no questions. Suddenly, many questions came. So we are very sorry. We hope that our session today, Ustaz, the explanation by Ustaz is sufficient in making us understand the concept of sadaqah and how to alleviate the poverty miraculously. A little bit of a summary is that bear in mind, sadaqah is not limited to only wealth. It is our ideas, it is our advice, our inspiration. That can be sadaqah. So I think and also the catchphrase that you can take with you home is that it's not that I am good, it's that I am not good enough. I really like that catchphrase. Thank you, Ustaz. I think you can make a T-shirt and sell. Okay. Before we end, do you have anything else you want to say?
Okay, first of all, to all my dearest brother and sister, for myself, my deep sorry again. Maybe this session is not fulfill what you expect, that your expectation. So I'm so sorry. Again, I'm telling you guys, this is my first time. I've never talked in English before this. Indeed, sometimes I see a movie in English, so I also tak faham sebab haram juga. Without subtitles, so I'm lost. And so I prefer Korea drama. And so I'm so sorry if it's not go for your expectation. So I just hope at least you can get something from this Raudatul Jannah, majlis ilmu that's promises by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And start, I hope that all my friend, my brother and sister will start to think it's not about ourselves. We not just think about our house, but start to think about Ummah. People are a big inspiration. You have a big dream. Don't stop yourself. Don't ever put a limitation. Otherwise, you still. It's that right now I still myself also still struggling. Also, we are struggling together in this world. Don't make any pertandingan. What's the pertandingan?
Competition.
Don't make any competition, because when we create a competition, we will have a lose and win side. So in this world, change your mind. We are not to compete each other. What we try is complement each other.
Mashallah.
So when we try to complement, you and I will win, and all of us will win to fight this pandemic COVID-19, to fight the poverty, to fight the all problem. The diversity of problem that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala tests us for us to fight, inshallah. In little we are doing so maybe in small we are doing so little, but if we are together, inshallah, we are going to change the world with a good thing, inshallah. So I hope you get and learn something from I don't know what to say. It's what a noob speaker. Noob, if we play a PUBG, we say a noob. And the noob is the tak power lah, right?
Power.
So I hope we get something, inshallah. And I pray to all, Ameen, my dear brothers, and to all the Ummah Summit crew. They are, I guess, giving more than their job. So inshallah Allah will pay them. Siapa yang tak kahwin lagi dapat jodoh yang baik. Siapa yang dah berkahwin diberikan zuriat yang saleh dan saleh, inshallah. And to all the audience, inshallah.
Thank you, Ustaz, for basically he has made a summary, and I don't have anything else to say. I only want to say that please join us on the next session within 15 minutes, inshallah. We will be I will be moderating the next session to talk about education with Prof. Emeritus Tan Sri Zulkifli Abdul Razak. With that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will See you in the next session.